And, Chris, there's always a balance, isn't there, for teams keeping a rhythm and a pace and resting players to keep them fresh.
Oh, I would try to keep the same rotations I've used all year, maybe mix in a few off days for the veterans.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love, the two superstar forwards. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's good.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Here's the screen. LeBron kicks to Thompson. And Durant sends it back. And it's the Warriors on the break. Second shot opportunity. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just the real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that miss.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Durant. And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are their brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10, and he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
Here's James, and again, unable to change momentum here. Outside Curry. Goes up the baseline. Again, Golden State.
Wow, after 5 shots, they have connected on 4 of them. Exactly the start they were looking for.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Green. Green with a screen for Durant. Launches it. And James pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Got that one up quick.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Great shot right there. More looks should start falling for them now.
Irving up top, guarded by Kerr. Takes a 3. Second chance shot. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside.
Oh, those tremendous reflexes. It just makes him extremely dangerous on the offensive glass.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Having split the 2 games so far this season, Coach told me he wants his team to be a little looser on offense. He said in the loss, we were static, overthinking each time down the floor. I prefer a more free-flowing approach tonight. We'll see if that extra freedom offensively works out, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for filling us in there, David. Getting their offense sorted out is the priority here, guys.
And that's what typically drives them. So no big surprise there. They'll be expending most of their energy at the offensive end.
Yeah, true, and it'll be interesting to see which sets they run. I mean, over the course of the game, because they have the talent and versatility to go in a number of ways.
Pachulia sets a screen for Curry. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 6.
One thing that I don't think Steve Kerr gets enough credit for is the mentality and atmosphere he's created with the Warriors. His teams have been able to stay focused in their pursuit of 73. His team keeps a relaxed vibe among the players, yet they all play hard for him.
Different look here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Smith. And Deron Williams is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And Kerr, with the atmosphere of the Warriors, still knows when he has to get in their face and keep the team, Chris, from getting too lackadaisical. But the team is always on the same page.
Well, a lot of what an NBA coach does isn't so much X's and O's as it is getting everyone to work on the same page, as a unit. Kerr has mastered that with every Warrior, giving up either a few touches or some extra dollars to buy into the system and take this team to that elite level.
Curry outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Extremely accurate and efficient. A strong performance on the road. Took the fans right out of it.
Feeds to James. 3 seconds left, and he can't jam it through. The Cavaliers trail by 12. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. It's Love and Fry, the sharpshooting big men. Amon Shumpert is out there with Williams, and it's Jefferson in at the 3 slot. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Iguodala up top. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, the screen got him all the space he needed to release that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
A lot of great young talent, Chris, coming in the game. Who could be the face of the league in a few years, do you think?
Well, I really like Towns and Wiggins. I really like this Minnesota team. I think their team can become a fan favorite as we see the game go on. Also, Kyrie Irving. How about Kyrie Irving? Just won a championship. How about Davis, Anthony Davis? I just think we have some great young talent. Excited to see what the future holds.
So fun. He had a nice open look right there. Thompson's got his first basket.
Not many guys more lethal on the catch and shoot. That's an easy bucket for Thompson.
Love with the screen on Barnes. Irving for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And it's Green missing. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And here's Fry for 3. It's rebounded by Livingston. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy, the players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. Love, no good. Warriors leading by 10. Durant, wide open, he fires. Misses the 3. Jefferson kicks to Irving. Love outside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And we're seeing more and more coaches, Chris, taking on a dual role as both head coach and director of basketball operations, being their own general manager. About 5 teams with that arrangement. More to come, I think. What do you think?
Well, I think if you're a coach and you prove that you can handle that responsibility, yes. But I don't think it is something for the weary of heart. You take on more responsibility. But I do think, though, it gives you more power as a coach because now you just aren't sitting guys down or the threat of the bench isn't your only help. Also, the threat of the trade can help and give guys, coaches, that much more power too. So I don't know if we'll see it as much as you think because it may be a conflict of interest at times there. But I think for the best ones and for the good ones or for the ones that earn the trust of their teams, you'll see that.
Very good point.
Now, for all the things he does on the floor, the one thing you keep coming back to with Draymond Green is his defense. He's just a spectacular defender in every sense of the word. There is a reason many feel he's the best defender in the league, or at least in the top 3.
Smith outside. Lets the 3 fly. Warriors with the rebound. Durant's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And here's Livingston. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. Again, the miss by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Irving dishes to Jefferson. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's a pick by Love. Thompson passes to Irving. Goes up at the stripe. Another miss by Irving. Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And it's Durant missing.
Really surprised he clanked that one. He makes those on the regular.
Outside for Jefferson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 10. To the paint, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
You know what? It may be that 7'1" wingspan of Draymond that not only makes him a great defender, but just shows it makes him throw that one down easy.
It's a pick by Love. On the wing, Irving. Covered by Barnes. It's a pick by Love. Trying to get back on track. Here's Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Different look here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. West comes in for Matt Barnes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Williams. Here's James. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And we've reached halftime in this one. The second half just about to get going here. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And in terms of points in that first half, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Oh, yeah, he's crafty, very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
He adds the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Durant in at small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Irving, and he lays that one in. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Curry against Irving. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry. And it's 8 points for Draymond Green.
And when Draymond sets his feet, catches, and releases in rhythm, watch out.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Curry kicks to Thompson. There's the dish to Pachulia. Back to Thompson. There's a screen. Green, the screen. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick.
Oh, the highest shot release. Quick trigger. Thompson able to drain that one with the hand in his face.
We knew that Clay is one of the most explosive scorers in the game. That much was clear, Chris, when he put up his record-setting 37 points in the quarter.
And attention to all defenders. With Clay, it doesn't matter what you do if he is in that zone. He is tall enough not to be bothered by the hands in his face and can just drill a shot from anywhere. That's why he's a danger to put up 20 or more points in a quarter every time he takes the floor, just like his other Splash brother.
Curry outside. He doesn't hit that one. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
Surprising miss there. I mean, considering they started out nailing their first 3 shots of the half.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyrie Irving was a virtuoso ball handler when he came into the league. He could penetrate at will and get to the rim. With all the injuries over the years, he's made an adjustment to that. He said, I enjoy finishing around the big men, but honestly, I'm trying to stay off the floor. I'm not going to stop trying to get to the basket, but with the big men we have, I don't have to do it every single time. We all learned that lesson over the years, Kevin.
You pay the price going in there, don't you, DA? Thank you. And he knocks down the first one. And modern NBA defenses have changed pretty dramatically since the league stopped enforcing man-to-man as the only strategy. What do you see from that change?
I see from that change guys kind of losing their skill one-on-one, having to score because they aren't used to playing against true defenses. I think sometimes it's a cop-out for the defense. I think the NBA is a different league. I think the NBA are the best players in the world, and therefore you should be able to guard your man one-on-one. I think that rule may have been put in place so that coaches can hide defenders on their team team that can't play defense, but yet still keep them as an integral part of the team on offense on the other end. So I'm definitely not a big fan of it, but hey, it's a rule, and if I were a coach, I'd definitely use it if I saw fit. But it's just so hard to rebound on defense, so easy for the offense to rebound because you can't see. You have to communicate that much more. But, you know, hey, if you're playing against a team that is shooting the lights out and you want to stop penetration sometime, that may be the way to go, but not a big fan of the zone.
Like that. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the Warriors with some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Kevin Durant. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Shaun Livingston. Chris, you're a Detroit product through and through. Grew up in the area and played for the University of Michigan. Did growing up in Detroit impact at all how you played the game?
Oh, man, definitely. You know, growing up on the west side of Detroit, everybody in Detroit were Pistons fans. So, number one, that influenced me a big time. It's funny. Isaiah was my favorite player, and after he won the MVP a couple of times, he would always say, "Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom. Hi, Mom." So that's why after every game, I actually did it and was influenced that way. And Chuck Daly, he was a mentor to me. He knew me in high school, but as I grew older, his relationship meant a lot to me. So I can't thank, Isaiah and Rick Mahorn. I met those guys in high school. I can't thank them enough for their positive influence on me. Guys like John Sally and of course, Joe Dumars. So played for other teams, but as a fan, I always grew up a Pistons fan.
Like that. Barnes outside. Pass to McGee. Back to Barnes. It's stolen by Korver. Williams kicks to Fry. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Cavaliers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. Thompson, he's checked in for Matt Barnes. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye. Outside Curry. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Sounds good. And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Well, you know what? It's so funny. It's a lot of discussion as to whether Steph is now the face of the league. You know, something Steph himself says he gets a little annoyed with at times.
LeBron shot is off. Iguodala dishes to Curry. Takes the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 18 points for Steph Curry. Wire, but you never know. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Spurs in San Antonio. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Deron Williams out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward position.
Oh, even though he has been lost in the shuffle, his team remains in front.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good.
And gang, think about LeBron James now in his 30s. I mean, seems like he's been in this league for forever, and it's easy to forget that he's already logged over 45,000 minutes in his career. I mean, that's more than Jordan, Magic, Larry, Neek, Iverson. I mean, you could go down the list. It takes a toll on your body. I think what will help him, though, is he's got the mind. I mean, from an IQ standpoint, it's up there with the greats who've ever played the game, and that's what allows you to sustain excellence over a long period of time.
Curry kicks to Green. And the pass to Thompson. Iguodala outside. Clock at 6. Thompson with the bucket. And LeBron still playing big minutes despite dealing, Greg, with knee and back issues over the better part of a decade.
Yeah, and we're so used to thinking of him as being superhuman. I mean, does everything he can to maintain that physicality. I mean, he's installed a cold tub in his Akron home for recovery, even cutting carbs out of his diet to slim down and reduce that wear and tear.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Count the basket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Stolen by Durant. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball, but they'll get another chance. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against San Antonio. Irving for three, and Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry with a wide open look. Another miss by Curry.
Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 15. And Thompson kicks to Green. Picked by Pachulia. Durant, the pass to Curry. He dishes it to Pachulia. 4 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from three-point range. Here's LeBron. That falls. Great assist by Love. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
The defender was in position, but 2 passes to force a bad shot.
Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
Oh, and the defense is getting discouraged because Steph has been unstoppable tonight.
Irving misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Green dishes to Durant, and it's good for 2.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
I mean, well, they're going straight for the kill. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have that mentality. They want to leave no doubt in anyone's mind as to who the better team is tonight.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And Draymond Green is such a unique player in every sense of the word. He lines up as a power forward or center most of the time, but is often running the offense. He can act as a point center for this team for long stretches of time.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and he'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Stephen Curry.
He was just impossible to keep up with offensively. He was the key for them playing at such a high level and at such a great pace. No matter what kind of D they threw at him, he found a way to keep putting the ball in the bucket.
There's the pick. Kicks to McGee. Barnes outside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. On the wing, Barnes. Here's McGee. No good, unable to end this run. Here's Fry, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here, even early on.
Guys in the first 2 years leave to get head coaching jobs.
Boys, nice time.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the center, filling out the middle. The offensive rebound, and he uses the glass on the layup. Pachulia's got the first points of the night for the Warriors.
What a Warrior. He is showing once again why he is one of the best in the game at coming up with the second chance buckets.
Thompson, a screen on Durant. Smith with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And one thing that makes Steve Kerr unique, he really does empower his assistant coaches.
Yes, watching him on the sideline, you can see he lets his assistants have a role on this team. Look what happened last year. Luke Walton in the first 43 games of the season, he was fantastic, and Steve Kerr stayed out of the way.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Wallace with it. Now Green defending. Here's Smith, and Durant sends it back.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
Goes up to the stripe. Here's Pachulia. It's good.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
The Cavs, an elite offensive squad, and they've improved at the defensive end last season, moving Steve from the bottom half of the league to the top 10 as far as defensive efficiency.
You know, it starts with their rebounding. They're dominant in that area. With their size and strength, they don't allow teams a lot of second opportunities.
The free throw drops for Pachulia. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Irving against Curry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Irving's got his first points of the night.
The mid-range game, Kyrie can score on every level.
Picked by Pachulia. Durant kicks to Pachulia. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
In my opinion, they just appeared to be comfortable out there. There was no fear in their eyes. They knew that the game was theirs.
Smith outside. He dishes it to Irving. Draymond Green pulls it in.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
It's Curry outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They get the rebound. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had the clean block there, but the refs saw it differently, and they call the goaltending.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Warriors trail by 3. Curry dishes to Durant. The 11-footer, good, and Curry gets the assist. Steve, great defense, such a vital part of winning basketball. Talk about what characterizes great defense at the individual and at the team level.
I think the individual, you have to do your homework. First, you got to have that ability. But I think on a team-wise, you got to be on the same page. You got to be on the string, we call it. But most important, you got to be able to communicate. Teams that communicate, you see them out there talking, guys switching, moving around. That's when you know you have something special.
Have you ever seen a good defensive team that wasn't a good communicating team?
No, not at
Yeah.
all. I mean, you got to be able to talk. And because in basketball, so many different plays, being able to see plays before they happen on the defensive end and yell them out.
No one covering. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, the shot mechanics of Kyrie, extremely consistent from range.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Curry outside. That one's not going to go. And Cleveland the other way now. From downtown, a putback, and there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got 6 points.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Outside Curry. At the top of the key, Durant. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Curry kicks to Green. Pass to Durant. Back to Green. Feeds it to Curry. And that one goes long.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
And now it's a double-digit lead. He has 7.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
They're beginning to put it all together.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
What heart and desire thus far. Really incredible nose for the ball so far in this one.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. West out there with Barnes. Then there's Livingston. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's McGee in at the 5. McGee a screen. Takes the 3. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 7 on the basket from Curry.
When Tyronn Lue took over, the Cavs made sure that he was not an interim coach. They took that tag off, and Tyronn Lue has been a coach in waiting. He's done a nice job getting these guys to move the basketball and play unselfish.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, there's no doubt that the Splash Brothers are the most dangerous backcourt in the NBA. Steph Curry is the MVP, but he said of Klay Thompson, "I love playing with him. How much better he's gotten since day one is kind of scary. He's such a great two-way player, and he isn't anywhere close to hitting his ceiling." Kevin?
Thanks, DA. They're one heck of a tag team. And the Cavs front office made clear from the start that they had the utmost confidence in Coach Tyronn Lue and his ability to lead the team.
What I love is they revamped his contract, showed the commitment. I think when you see the buy-in he's gotten from the players and the way he's motivated them, it was a no-brainer.
And among all the tangible things that make the Warriors great, the big intangible we keep coming back to, Steve, is chemistry.
Yes, they have great players, but this is a team that loves each other, loves playing the game. They're unselfish. They're willing to sacrifice. They play hard, and you just can't create that. Chemistry is something that you have to develop.
And here is Williams. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Korver sets the screen for Williams. It's stolen by West. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league. If only Fry could get there more often. Channing Frye is one of those 7-footers that you say needs to get down in the paint, rebound. No, he's totally different. He's like a guard. He stands around the three-point line, floats around, waiting to knock down a catch-and-shoot 3.
The first free throw is good. And Channing Frye, one of those players who show up very well in the advanced analytics, the advanced measures of the game, the statistics. He makes winning plays.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he knows how to play a big man that's basically a stretch 5, but also can rebound and make those key plays when you need him.
And Channing Frye wasn't a three-point shooter coming out of Arizona, but Smitty, he sure is now.
It wasn't until his 5th season in the league and his 3rd team in Phoenix that he started to focus on the 3-ball. And yes, he's a stretch 5 or stretch 4. He can shoot the basketball.
Williams kicks to Korver. The kick out to Williams. The drive by Shumpert. And that's off the glass and in. Shumpert's got his first bucket of the night.
The power, the size, you like to see Shumpert attack the paint more often.
Now here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Okay, his shot isn't there tonight. It's a major reason why they're behind. He needs to start sharing the basketball. The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter or they will continue to get burned.
He gets it in there. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
The dish to Korver. Jefferson passing to Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Love comes in for Shumpert. Smith checked in for Kyle Korver. And Irving subbed in for Williams. Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Draymond Green comes in for David West. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Matt Barnes. And it's Thompson in for Curry. Smith, that's in there. Love with the assist. And it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
J.R. Smith is strong and athletic enough to do damage inside.
Green dishes to Pachulia. And that one is good. Pachulia's got 7.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Irving kicks to Smith. Cleveland gets it back. Jefferson's shot is off.
Blown opportunity right there. Point blank lay in. Come on now.
Livingston passes to Green. Down low. Stolen by Thompson.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
But you can't waste time. You have to go quickly.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Livingston. Step back shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs. Here's Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. It's good from long range.
That's Thompson's game.
And so we wrap up. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Just fundamentally sound basketball. That's what you want out of your offense of each and every game.
Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now you look at the star trio of LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. Smitty, how do you think the Cavs have done as far as integrating the talents of those 3?
It's been a big challenge. Reason why all 3 of these guys have accustomed to having the basketball in their hands and getting a lot of touches. There's only one basketball, and it's not easy. It takes a lot of sacrifice, trust, and commitment.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here is Durant. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Basket counts, and that's now 9 points for Steph Curry.
He is very comfortable in taking mid-range jump shots also.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved, and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. Guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dishes to Smith. Pass to Love. Thompson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
The jump from broadcast booth to head coach is one that has been made more frequently in the last couple of years. We just saw our friend Steve Kerr do it. And Smitty, would you ever consider making that jump yourself?
You know what? I love coaching, Kevin. I do it with my kids at the developmental age, at the youth age. In the NBA, I talked to a lot of guys. They said, Steve, if you can, wait till you get a chance to see your kids off to college and then jump into the fire.
How do you keep on top of that situation? When will you know it's the right time, aside from the fact that they may be gone to school?
You know, I think I'm going to just go play it ear by ear. I think the one thing is I'm loving broadcasting, loving television. It's going to be hard to get me out of the booth.
Good. I hope it is. We'd like to keep you. Curry kicks it to West. Off on the layup.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And the shot goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Some changes for Golden State. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Durant, and it's Livingston in for Curry. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Barnes is checked in. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Korver, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Kyle Korver, 2015, winning the Sportsmanship Award, and more importantly, his first All-Star appearance at the age of 33.
Yeah, pretty rare to see that, but credit his dedication. He continues to work on his game, work on his body, and he gets better and better. Not content to be a shooting specialist, he wants to have a complete game.
That's a solid pass right inside where his teammate wants it.
James kicks to Shumpert. No good on the shot. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Thompson with it. Now defended by Korver. Iguodala outside. Over in the corner, Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. West kicks to Iguodala. Golden State needs to get off a shot. No good from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 8. To the middle. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Jefferson's checked in for Kyle Korver. And then for Golden State, Draymond Green comes in for West, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
You know he's a perennial all-NBA first-teamer, but LeBron is also one of the league's top spokesmen.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Wow, you know he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
The Cavaliers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Shumpert kicks to Love. Curry against Williams. It's stolen by Green. And Curry has it in the corner. Wants to get it to Iguodala and does. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Andre getting the offensive juices flowing. Just a confident player who likes taking those type of shots.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Iguodala in at the 3. Here's Thompson. Great D that time from Curry. Warriors trail by 9. Kicks it to Thompson. The feed to Iguodala. Durant sets a screen for Iguodala. From deep. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. Tipped away. Iguodala outside. Lets it go from 11. Another miss by Iguodala. Irving dishes to Love. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. 17-foot shot on the way. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Durant. Irving kicks to Love. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
With a body built to absorb contact, Kevin Love able to knock it down and earn a trip to the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Pachulia is checked in. Timeout called the Warriors.
Kyrie Irving, former #1 overall draft pick, Rookie of the Year, multiple All-Star games, gold medalist. He has his own signature shoe, and yet I think he still has room to even get better.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
6 on the shot clock. Curry can't get it to go. And Kyrie Irving says he'd like to take on more of a leadership role that can be tricky sometimes when you're a guy playing with the superstar like LeBron James.
Yes, because he's obviously one of those leaders that he's been in place as a leader, one of the best players. But I think Kyrie Irving is trying to learn from LeBron and take more of a leadership role. You can do that. You can have two leaders on a team.
He's looking for James and finds him. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And LeBron James last season moving into the top 4 all-time in playoff points. He might own number 1 when it's all said and done.
That's what happens when you're in the finals. Seems like every season. The playoffs is where you seal your legacy. Only fitting to see him high on this list. And remember, this is a guy whose best skill might be his passing.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And really deep through that time. That's 12 points for Steph Curry.
What can you say? If he started hitting them from that range, there's nothing you can do.
Nobody near Irving. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Gave up a little momentum and then grabbed it right back.
Curry against Thompson from deep three-point range. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead get back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry shooting a 3 is like a layup.
Irving against Curry. With the teardrop, Curry with some nice D. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he can't get the first one. Steve, you grew up in Detroit and came into a league right after the Bad Boy Pistons had won back-to-back titles with their hard-nosed style of basketball. Do you miss that more physical brand of basketball?
Yeah, I do. Being a Detroiter, growing up watching the Bad Boys, they won championships playing defense, but I think they also was an innovator on the offensive end. People don't realize Bill Laimbeer was one of the first pick-and-pop centers in my era to get a chance to watch him. So Isaiah Joe Dumars, Rodman, Sally, love the way they play. I kind of like the little physical basketball playing back then.
So if someone said to you, the game is different now, but is it necessarily better than it was? Is it more pleasing to watch now than it was, say, in the 90s?
Yeah, I think it's more fluid offensively. I think it was a lot of fouls, but I enjoyed it in that era, but I understand the way they had to clean up the game.
They get it back. Pachulia. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Smith outside. Fires for 3. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. And so here is Golden State down by 12. The shot. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Our sideline reporter tonight is David Aldridge. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They're one of the top flight teams in the league with the second best record in the Eastern Conference.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
You know, obviously, they've been in this situation before, heading toward the postseason, really trying to peak at just the right time.
Irving kicks to Love from about 19 feet, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
You know, they completely dominated the pace at which this was played. They scored at will, and it was on the road, even more impressive.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair, and it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Here's Curry and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys.
3-pointer. No good from Irving.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot. Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Amazing. The quickness, the eye-hand coordination of these guys, extraordinary.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Durant kicks to Curry. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Now, I'm not sure how much more we can say about this guy's offensive game. He's so gifted. Plays like that are just simply routine at this point.
Now, here's Irving. A 24-point outing in their last game against Boston.
But you have to consider how great he was at challenging the defense and opening up space for his teammates. I love seeing LeBron James back in wine and gold, guys. I mean, I think he's here where he belongs and isn't going anywhere else. You know, nevertheless, he's kept that player option after every season, something that gives him a lot of control over his future.
Here's Irving. The Warriors making the shot. Love at the elbow. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
That's exactly where you want him to be, guys. Love operating so close to the rim, so gifted inside.
Pachulia with the screen on Thompson. Curry kicks to Pachulia. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That, my friend, is what we call poetry in motion. Terrific pass that led him right into the shot.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now here's Curry. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. Back to Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Let's hope that's never the plan, and certainly not this early in the game. You don't want to let him get on a roll. That can make a long night for you.
Smith, no good. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The shot by Thompson, no good. Cleveland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. James with the bucket.
Doesn't seem to matter. When LeBron's in rhythm, defenders can be draped all over him. It doesn't matter.
There's the pick. Pass to Durant. Lots of room. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
You're always surprised when he misses that kind of look, whether the defense is on him or not.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. And we all know how skilled Kevin Love is offensively, a guy who can score on the low block and or step out and hit the triple. What about his play on the defensive end?
No, this is the conversation, right, Kevin? And I think he's better than he's been given credit for. Certainly, he's not an elite defender, but his defensive rebounding is elite. And not having to bear the offensive burden that he did in Minnesota, he's become more than solid defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And here is Williams. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. They set the pick. Love outside. Pulls it from 20. Hits the front of the rim and out. A good close contest so far as we. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
You know, clearly a point of emphasis for them to attack the rim. They're not settling for perimeter shots.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second, it's Love and Fry, the sharpshooting big men. Williams is out there with Kyle Korver, and it's Shumpert in at the small forward. Livingston kicks to McGee, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Doris, you've worked with so many coaches in so many different ways throughout your career. You were a player and you were an assistant coach yourself, and as a broadcaster now. Do you ever see yourself maybe back on the sidelines?
Yeah, you know, that's how I started my career, Kevin. I've always thought that when my broadcasting career is over, I miss the competition. I miss working with a group of players to sort of achieve something special. So no question I see myself back there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Matt Barnes is checked in for West. And it's Klay Thompson in for Steph Curry. To the middle, here's McGee. And you think of the great outside shooting of the Cavs. Doris, how much of that is the brilliance of LeBron James creating those shots for his teammates?
Look, you hit the nail on the head, Kevin. LeBron is not only one of the most devastating slashers and finishers, but his passing might be his greatest strength. Pinpoint, bullet passes that zip into shooters' hands before the defense can react. And you look at his shooting percentage on his passes, sky high.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
I'll tell you, a former NBA skills champion, it's no wonder Darren Williams got into the line so much over his career.
Livingston with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Thompson, and play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Williams with the ball. Now Green defending. Williams attacking. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Warriors.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
First one falls for him.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue, of course, taking over midway through last season in unusual circumstances. Says he was blindsided by the change and described it as, quote, a whirlwind. That's a tricky position. You don't want to throw too much new stuff at the players all at once.
Smith checked in for Kyle Korver. Now, here's Green. He also had a big impact in that win against the Spurs. Passes it to Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the Cavs' chemistry kept strengthening down the stretch of the season. Players, Doris, really developing that trust.
Well, to me, Kevin, that's a credit to Coach Lue because they came into the playoffs on an absolute tear. Lue became the first NBA coach to win his first 10 straight playoff games.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. The Warriors, number 1.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Williams. Cavaliers trailing. Now LeBron. A 35-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Here is Livingston, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Durant kicks to Barnes. The The dish now to Livingston. Barnes against Jefferson. Durant somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's LeBron. Durant kicks to Green. Here's Barnes. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Barnes has got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's LeBron, and off the front iron, and in it goes. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Thompson from long range. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Nice shot, squaring up from long range, drilling the 3. That'll put some pressure on you.
Outside Irving. Green with the block. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Durant, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. In the corner, Smith with it. Sinks the triple. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And really, Smith is always looking to fire as soon as he touches the ball. The D has to be more aware of that quick trigger.
Green with a screen on LeBron. Durant kicks to Green. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The feed to James. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And the first half comes to both teams battling hard through the first half. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just a quality performance, and we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
His passion for the game, that's what drives him to always give 100%, and we're seeing the results of that tonight.
It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Durant.
A really terrific job from LeBron to keep his hands up, his feet moving, gets the challenge on that shot.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Smith kicks to Irving. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Irving's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Cavs.
I think greatness requires sacrifice, and Kevin Love has fit beautifully as a secondary scorer here. He spaces the floor with that shooting ability, willing to hit the offensive glass, and he's become a player who can score efficiently without dominating the ball.
At the same time that Love creates breathing room for others with his shooting, Doris, it's clear he doesn't want to be reduced to just being a floor spacer.
Well, and I don't think, Kevin, that's the best role for him either. He's a player who can work from the elbow and on the post. He makes plays for himself and those around him. They've got to run the ball through him at times to get him touches and allow him to make plays.
Part of the cycle of the game, young guys coming in, older guys on their way out. Doris, what do you think it takes for a young player looking to establish themselves against seasoned veterans?
Yeah, I think coachability first and foremost. Listen to the players who are around you. Listen to the coaching you're getting. You have to accept coaching. Establish your work habits early, and I mean that in between the lines and off. Are you taking care of yourself physically? Are you eating properly? Are you resting? There's so much that goes into the success of an NBA player. And
a lot of ways for teams to help in that regard. A lot of guidance in all those areas.
Well, you're talking about guys who are now being drafted sometimes, Kevin, at 19, 20 years of age. As you know, you're not quite legal in the eyes of the law, so you have to have good people around setting a great example and making sure they're doing all the things necessary. Rough start to the third quarter. 4 attempts, no makes.
And the layup falls. And now a 5-point Cleveland lead.
And instead of just trying to draw the foul, Love maintains his focus despite some stiff defense. Great hands, great body control, allowing him to get it done.
And Tristan Thompson, one of the premier offensive rebounders in the game, second overall, in fact, in offensive rebounds last year.
But Kevin, this is a guy who makes his living around the rim. He runs rim to rim, terrific on the pick and roll. He's a smart cutter, does a good job lurking on the baseline for drop-offs or second chance points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Durant. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Korver comes in for Smith, and it's Williams in for Irving. Now here's Williams. After the miss from Stephen Curry, Shumpert gets a wide-open look, and it's off from three-point range. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's the pick. Can they get it? From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 8 points.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Yeah, if it was inside, he'd have a hard time getting that shot. But beyond the three-point line, he has a little extra space to let it fly. Boy, that's what you call great thinking on the fly. Passing on the shot in midair and laying it off to the open man.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Thompson kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 11 points for Steph Curry.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Outside Korver. Love against West. Lets it go from 14. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Pass to Curry for the tie, and another three for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And 1:01 left in the third. Korver, no luck. Golden State's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Curry can't get it to go. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Williams passes to Frye. Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Love outside. The Warriors pull it in. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. West outside. Back to Thompson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The drive by Shumpert. And the shot is good.
Oh, you love to see Shumpert get down and dirty underneath, finding ways to score inside. Such a scrappy player.
No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot.
You know, guys, you could make the case that Tristan Thompson has a center's game and a power forward's frame. He put on some weight going into last season in order to spend more time at the 5. That was probably a wise choice.
And Thompson able, Doris, to defend the 4 and 5 spot pretty well.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you love his ability to be able to bang inside and also move laterally when he's away from the rim. And though he's not a great shot blocker, he gives you just enough rim protection when you play him at the 5 spot.
Durant kicks to Pachulia. Irving with a clean look. And the 3 off target. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics in Boston. Kicks to Durant. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that was definitely a play where he just seemed to not have a good perspective on where he was.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Cleveland leading by 3. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. Add another triple to their second half total.
I mean, since the break, they've been unconscious from distance.
Irving sets a screen for Smith. He dishes it to Irving. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. Curry against Irving. The kick out to Barnes. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Outside Curry. Here's Durant, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Shooting for Golden State, Kevin Durant at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Durant hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Curry against Irving. He kicks to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Off target from the wing.
Might have overthought that. Not sure how he missed that one, guys.
It's Durant on the wing. Dishes to Curry. 5 to shoot to take the lead, and there's the call on Pachulia. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Irving kicks to James. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here, but they'll get another chance. Curry against Irving. To the paint. Thompson dishes to Love. A second chance effort. That one wide left. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. That puts them in the lead. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now here's Irving, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Oh, I'm right there with you. It's within his range, but still a low percentage shot.
Now here's Love. Now the pass to James. Here's Irving. Count it!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
No, they don't. Showing some big-time heart on that shot.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry with a wide-open look. Nails the tray!
Pachulia, an expert at setting perfectly placed picks. There are not many defenders who can get around him.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
All right, thank you, David.
King James with ice water in his veins. An absolutely breathtaking player.
And Curry has it in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark. The shot and game clock separated by 4. James up top, defended by Durant from 13, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Timeout called the Warriors. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Boston Celtics. Picked by Pachulia. Curry passes to Thompson. Launches a three. Can't get the three to fall. And the Cavaliers call time here. From deep, James. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one as we watch this one go now to overtime. And it's the Cavaliers to start out, and away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. A lot of defense at the forward spot with Iguodala and Green. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, and it's Pachulia in at the center.
And you know, if you foul Love, he's going to make you pay at the free throw line.
Outside Curry. And the three off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Good on the bucket. And that's 13 points for Love.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Outside Curry. Curry with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Williams. Feeds it to Love. Down low, Thompson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
That free throw good from Thompson. He's off on the second. Warriors trail by 5. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Now here's James. Steph Curry with the rebound.
You know, that kind of miss can rattle your confidence. He knows he should have had that one.
Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Pulls up, high post, and good. He nails it. Curry's got 21.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really carried the momentum from the last game right to this one. He is rolling. That's exactly the type of shot they're hoping for. Get it into the area where good things happen.
Picked by Pachulia to take the lead. Another miss by Curry. Cavaliers leading. Williams kicks to James. And the shot is long. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Cleveland also making a change. Irving's checked in. LeBron kicks to Irving. Back to James. Shoots from the right block. Buries it.
LeBron finding a way to come up with a ridiculous make in a huge situation yet again.
Here's Durant. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
LeBron dishes to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. And the three ball is good.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Curry passes it to Green. Here's Thompson. Nails it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Boy, the screen doing its job to perfection. One of the oldest plays in the book and still one of the best.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game. Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
And the wide open shot from Green. Buries the triple. Timeout called Cleveland. They trail by 2. Just 4 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And Durant sends it back. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah,
Thanks, Kevin. Z, you guys were playing a team that really gave you a great effort, but you were able to overcome that and get the win.